What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and I've been thinking about something. Let me just mute my TV real quick. There we go. I've been thinking a lot about grudges. Now, the best way I can describe this is actually by using an illustration. Say your life is all well and good. Say my life is going great, and hold on, little Goku here is gonna be representing a grudge. So, let's say somebody hurts me, and I don't choose to forgive them. So this is where little Goku comes in. Little Goku is, let's put him right on top of my head. Little Goku is this grudge. And the only way to get little Goku off is by forgiving that person for whatever they've done. But so many times people will hold on to the grudge. What do I mean? Well, I mean, instead of saying, I forgive the person, and getting rid of that grudge, they choose to just sit with the grudge, and the grudge will start saying, well, remember when they did this and this and this and this and this? Remember when they did that and that and that and that? Remember when they really hurt you like this? That's what a grudge will do. And a grudge will not only make it impossible for you to forgive or like that person ever again. Because as far as you're holding a grudge, you're not going to be able to. Why is that? Well, my shoulder was getting tired. Well, that's because the grudge has power over you. Why? Because all you're thinking about is how they hurt you, and yet you're not thinking about, well, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. This goes into wrestling. So Martha Hart, Owen Hart's widow, carries a grudge against the WWE for a stunt gone bad. She still carries that grudge today, and guess what? She is a miserable, miserable woman. To the extent that she will not allow her late husband to be honored whatsoever. And you can hear whenever she talks, she's just miserable. And the reason why she's miserable is because she's carried around a grudge. Now, if I was to... don't get me wrong, I've carried grudges before, and I know the road that it leads, and it's not a good road to go down. In fact, people can carry grudges and not even know it. Like, for instance, let's say there's an ice cream guy, and you ask for chocolate. They don't have chocolate, you have to go with vanilla. And you become so unhappy with that a grudge starts to form. And now every single time you see that ice cream man, you have disdain for him. Why do you have disdain for him? All because you didn't get chocolate ice cream. Make sense? No. A lot of things happen that we cannot control. I mean, I know we as humans, we like to be in control of every last thing. And then, just when we think we're in control, life throws us a curveball and it hits us. It hits us right in. It hits us for a loop and we don't know what to do. Let me ask. If you're carrying a grudge, if you hold grudges, look at yourself in the mirror. And I want you to ask yourself, what good is this grudge doing? Because a grudge will destroy your life. Well, I don't know about destroy your life, but a grudge will make it where you're just... This is the only way I can put it to make sense. Your demeanor. You can be all happy and chipper before the grudge came along. And every single time you would see that person, you'd shake their hand, you'd hug them, you'd say, nice to see you. But now that you have a grudge, your smile disappears. And now, every single time you see that same person that you would like to hug and shake and have a handshake, sit down, have a cup of coffee or something, just talk. Now you want nothing to do with them. And why? Well, first off, if you hold a grudge, there are 3 things that I learned. 1, a grudge does no good. It does no good at all. 2, a grudge makes you completely unbearable to be around. And number 3, and last but certainly not least, a grudge will destroy you from the inside out. Now, like I said, I'm not so sure about the last one, so let me put the last one in fewer words. Well, actually more words now that I think about it. A grudge is not your friend. A grudge is your enemy, and you need to get it off of you. But how do you do that? How do you get a grudge off of you? Simple. You know, if it's a friend, if it's a family member, just say this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being mad at you. Even if it was in the... Oh. Oh. There's actually a fourth one. Not only is... No. I'm about to, though.
Well, you just had to put on your coat, so I thought you were gone.
No. But while you hold on to a grudge, you're in prison. But how can I be in prison when I have a grudge and the grudge understands how I feel? As long as you hold on to a grudge, you're in prison. Why? Because, you see, it's like this. Being in a jail cell with the door open. And the jail cell's the grudge. I want you to picture it. The jail cell is the grudge. And as long as you sit there and be, as long as you sit in with your grudge, you're going to be unhappy. The door's wide open, but even though the door is open, you don't want to move because you don't want to forgive that brother or that sister or that mother or that father or anybody else for that matter. I think it's time for every single person who holds a grudge to let it to kick the grudge to the side and to no. I'm not saying that when you kick that grudge to the side, you don't remember what they did. Because you do. But here's the thing. You have the power to do what you want. You can sit there, you can sit in that jail cell and you can be unhappy and you can be unpleasant to be around, or you can finally say, or you can have a aha moment and say, you know what? No. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this unpleasantness. I'm going to forgive the person, and you can walk out of that jail cell. But the ultimate question is, what do you want to do? I'm Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone.